Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I am doing a patron request, and this one's a little bit different actually because it's going to be a Japanese musician. The artist is called Sheena Ringo. I've seen in other places that it says Ringo Sheena, but I think it's Sheena Ringo. That's what it is on Spotify. The album is called... I tried to listen to this, hang on.
Kazimoto kuri hana.
Kazimoto kuri hana. Kazimoto kuri hana.
Kazimoto kuri hana.
Kazimoto kuri hana. Kazimoto kuri hana. Yeah, I mean, we could probably have fun with me trying to say these words, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the sound is going to be like. The patron said the album came out in 2003. Sheena Ringo is one of their favourite artists. She is incredibly underrated and unknown in the West, despite being one of Japan's best-selling artists. It's wild, chaotic and beautiful. So, plus since it's all in Japanese, you don't have to worry about understanding the lyrics right away. It's cool. If it's cool with you, I'd love to see you react to it. And of course, I am looking forward to it. I was actually very, very intrigued when I saw... you know, that they were Japanese and it was a bit different, like maybe not so popular over here in the Western world sort of thing. So I'm like, yeah, I love that. I love involving all music of all cultures, all countries, underrated and so on, especially, you know, if you've got a patron request, I'll react to anything as long as it's not, you know, illegal, disgusting or, you know, a troll or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to get right to it. Okay, so the first song is called, I could look it up, but I don't know how. I literally don't know how. Maybe if I go, oh yeah, got it. I've got a little track listing bit here and it says all the names of what they are in English. Okay, so the first one is called Religion. Yes, nice. In English, of course. Shukyo. Shukyo. Yeah, just ignore me. Ignore me. Alright, let's go for it. I'm excited and nervous. I have literally no idea what this is going to sound like. Apart from wild, beautiful and chaotic, or what was it? I can't remember. But yeah. That's really fucking good. Right, let me just wrap my head around it. Okay, it started very like oh wow, okay. It started like super like interesting. I was intrigued. The vocals were kind of like quiet but sweet, but they were sort of like off a little bit different, a little bit spooky. And then that like drum coming in and that distorted like guitar sound, but also that like very trebly, like that really rocky feeling to it with the soft vocal coming in, you know, still going, but with that sound, it just, oh, okay, you know what, I'm actually starting from the beginning. I hope you don't mind, but like, I have to soak that in a bit more. Honestly, the first song of an album, I'm always like, okay, hang on, I need to get into this, do you know what I mean? But that took me by surprise and in such a good way. I need to hear that again. Okay, so that's all like kind of very like spooky, but also like big movie, like an old movie as well, mixed with like, it's like a lot of horror movie genres stuck together in a way. That's beautiful. But like the vocal has something like electronic on it. It sounds like, at first I thought my headphones weren't plugged in properly. That is so good. you know, that guitar and you know, that whole like rocky bit does give me like early 2000s feelings, like gives me 90s feelings, honestly. And obviously it's made in 2003, so that, you know, not far off from the 90s, so it makes total sense why I love it. It's so grungy and dirty, you know what I mean? But those angelic vocals. That's really beautiful. Suddenly all very just like, you know, classical, very gorgeous. You can almost see it being played at a wedding. It's like a musical. I was just gonna say that bit like had like I've mentioned this a few times on my videos, but my favourite film is Moulin Rouge, and that really reminded me of the Moulin Rouge, and then it just went really into that whatever she's saying, but you know, it went in. I felt like it went even harder than the first time. Goodness, honestly, it's like it's hard to pause this, and like I'm trying not to pause as much in these reactions as well at the moment, because yeah, I pause a lot, but this is this is insane. I'm really soaking this in. I really am. Like mixing genres is like a thing I know about now, you know, like I like doing that myself in my own music. Not that I ever share any of my music, but I've often and always liked that. It's something that my boyfriend really likes a lot as well. So that's why I'm not so like, oh my god, this genre, then that genre, and that genre. Like when I did Rina Sawayama, I was definitely like that. But this one, it's hard to explain. It's like, it makes a lot of sense, the genre mixing, but it's the clarity of the genre that is so beautiful. It's not cliche. You know, it had that like very classical, beautiful, almost like a wedding sort of vibe. Like it wasn't cliche. It was actually very beautiful, beautifully done. It had like Bjork elements almost. Do you know what I mean? And then like the rock bits are not cliche either. They're like, they are gritty, they're grungy. It's not like a normal rock song as well, if you know what I mean. It's like the genres are like sub-genres of the genre inside a song with lots of genres. That probably doesn't make sense. It's so beautiful as well, the imagery as well, because like when it goes in, like these sort of songs for Imagery are the best, because like that's why I spend so much time just like my arms in the air, my eyes closed, just like moving around, because I'm on a journey in my brain, you know. I'm seeing so much. Like the grittier stuff is always like a lot more like darker, and it's like crunched together. It's like a crunchy kind of texture, and that little like, you know, like the guitar that's like a bit more trebly, is like this long red line moving around, and the vocals are so soft. They're like these light pink sound that are like further away from it. And then it goes into those like, you know, wedding type thing like I was saying, and it's honestly like open skies, the strings expand, everything, patterns go upwards, and they lift and they lift, and they're very emotional. You can feel it in your like heart. You feel love almost. So yeah, that's a little bit when it comes to imagery, sensations, and so on. I always have a hard time trying to describe it properly. If I could paint, I would 1,000,000% paint them. I was thinking of doing a video soon where I'd try and paint some of the imagery, or paint some of the patterns and colours at least. But yeah, it's a difficult one, but I'm seeing a lot, and I'll try my best to describe it when I can. But this is phenomenal. I'm loving this. It's like, I just feel taken away, and that's what I need. melody. Whatever it's, I don't know what she's saying, but she sounds good. And it's like in each ear. Oh, like makes the sides of my neck right under my ears like tingle. Melody choice. So dark and gloomy. These colours are very red, by the way, red and black. All the melody choices. Okay, come on, Portishead. Do not know what she was saying, but I tried. Okay, what a great start. Yeah, that was a great start. My hair is very grunge actually today, getting in front of my face all like... I'll try and put it back slightly more, otherwise you won't be able to see my reaction. Oh my goodness, so what the heck, that ending actually was, oh, phenomenal. Yeah, a lot of red and blacks, and the vocal, when it goes that, oh, it's like this white and red colour. It's so confusing, but it's like what I see. It's hard to explain, but it's so beautiful. And then the drum in it, like this beautiful grey, like muted silver. It's like grey, but not quite just like a bland grey. It's like muted silver. And just going like little dishes. Oh, right. Let's just move on. Next song is called Doppelganger, and here it says Doppelganger. No, it's definitely not how it's said, but Doppelganger, which obviously means double goer. So let's go for it. If every song is like eclectic like that, this experience is going to feel like I've listened to a million songs in one. Ooh, beautiful little noise. Ooh, very Bjork here. Ooh. Tell me that doesn't make you think of Utopia by Bjork. Tell me. That is so like it. It gives me such like old movie feelings as well, like Calamity Jane or something. Like I can't even think of what names, like Teddy Bear's Picnic sort of vibe, which I've said in the Utopia video for Bjork actually. It's just like an old movie feeling to it. Like an old, even like an old war movie, or like a cowboy movie. Any of those old ones where they have this sort of music. I can feel that. Oh my god, that's so weird. It's like a dark disco. I love the tremolo on the voice. I like that. This one is so much weirder than the first one. The first one had some like coherent sounds, like they were separated and different, but they were beautiful. This one is off. This is circusy, it's dark. There's something so unnerving about it, but it's kind of really cool. Love the vocals. I love how they keep that old-fashioned movie sound with a random club-like song. You know what I mean? Like da da da, like a super poppy sound mixed with it. Like it definitely, they're not supposed to go together. They're not. But you know, Sheena Ringo's just gone. Yeah, they go together here. No, I want them together. You know, the weirder the better, basically. It feels a little bit like dancing at a funeral. You know, it feels like you're having like this like rave at a funeral. It's such a polarizing feeling. But I'm down. Spooky house, like a haunted house at a fairground. Okay. I'm worried to get too comfortable. Oh god, I'm so scared. Okay. I was thinking it was going to just do like something really random because you can't get comfortable with that sort of music. You can't. I love those little bell sounds though. Beautiful, beautiful. I wonder what the song meant. Like, I wonder if the lyrics had like something to it that gave the, you know, the instrumental ideas even more reason, or not. I don't know, but I might look into it at some point. Wow. Okay. I like the first one more than that one, just because I felt like it was great. It's almost like a gimmick, like just how crazy you could get. Like it's like kind of funny in a way, like just like, look, we could go really crazy. But in the same way, it was kind of impressive too, and there was actually really pretty moments in it. But the first one I felt I liked a lot more. Okay, the next song is called Camouflage. Meisei. Again, ignore me. I like trying and failing. Also, I'm looking on Wikipedia, so this could all be wrong. The pronunciations could all be very wrong. But, oh well. Right, let's do it. This one's got about 1,200,000, you know, nearly 1,300,000 listens. So it's quite a popular one on the album. So let's go for it. Nice. That's beautiful. It's those little bits of blues in there. Like, it's very jazzy with like the selections of like notes and so on. But the blues elements that are hiding in there too. They're not really hiding, they're in plain sight. But those are the bits I'm pulling out that I'm like, oh, I feel that. Doing a bit of a walking bass there. I like that, and it's not like a dum 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 dum. You know, it's not super bluesy, generic. It's more jazzy actually. I need to pause it just to have a sip of my drink. I go to sip it, and something else is happening, and I'm like, oh, I can't drink it. I like this one a lot. That guitar in this here, it's got that little bit of surfer feel to it, and then you got like this like, you know, sound over here that's like super jazzy and screaming in your face, but then that surfer guitar over here, oh, absolutely gorgeous. The setting is very much jazz bar on like in LA, you know, jazz bar on Venice Beach sort of thing. But maybe, no, definitely actually like a Spanishy part of somewhere in America maybe. Yeah, because I pictured a movie Blow, which I've pictured when I listened to Perfume Genius. I thought of the movie Blow as well, but I'm kind of seeing it when I'm listening to this as well. It's got like a real tinted like golden colour to it that I often associate with Spain. It's kind of gorgeous, and it's just got that real like, what kind of like a Cuban vibe I'm getting as well. There's a lot of vibes going on, and I'm liking it a lot. I can really see beaches and jazz bars. I can picture a really fun night out, honestly, with beautiful, beautiful people, beautiful music, and tequila shots and martinis. You know, it's like a mixture of all things, like a speakeasy bar. At the same time, there is a lot to take in, but there's a lot of things I like, so. Very jazzy. Oh. Like a little bit of grit in there. I haven't got it in me today, but she certainly had that. beautiful chaos. Ooh, that's so funny that that's at the end there. And I was talking about, you know, like the film Blow, and I was talking about like a Cuban feel. You know, it sounds like, you know, she just kind of lit up a cigar in a way, in like a little jazz bar. Oh, that's my favourite so far. I can see why that's got a lot of likes, you know, listens, because that one was perfect. And you know, a lot of the time it had that like very like shuffly sound. You know, it's like moving along, shuffling along. But then like so much of that was riding it was this like surfy guitar on this side just plucking away, doing its little thing. You know, like then over here some manic strings just, you know, like going for it. And they're just dancing alongside each other, like they're almost in a fight, but like one is like a bit more relaxed and one's a bit more like aggressive, like passionate. You know, it's like two different types of personalities in an argument. I loved that so much. And then the vocal, you know, something similar to that, and I loved it. That one was phenomenal. Towards the end now, I was like, oh, I'm not even pausing. I'm in this now. I'm all the chaos. I love things and music that just like takes over. And I've said this a few times too, but just I just my brain just becomes like part of it. Like there's no room for anything else but that music. That was perfect, honestly. The next song is called Please Take Care. Udaiji ni. Udaiji ni. I feel like this one must have story to it, because that little speaking bit there, like over like a intercom walkie-talkie, you know what I mean, some sort of device, sounds like like I don't know, it seems like there must be something more sentimental. And obviously the song has a very soft feeling. It feels like there's a message in it. The voice is so cute. Ooh, I was like, her voice is so cute, but she like, like it matured very quickly in a moment. I'll show you. You know, it like suddenly matures slightly in a moment. That's very interesting. It's like, yeah, it can't just be a super soft song. We also need a bit of, you know, extremely distorted guitar too, obviously. I mean, come on. I wouldn't be sticking to the theme else. I get it. I like it. I like how that loads of piano chords were cut short in little moments that you don't imagine them to as well. I like that. It almost sounds like she's turned like a traditional song into something of her own in a way. I really like that guitar. I like how her voice broke a little bit then. It felt like it was like into the guitar. Like the guitar took over a little bit. Honestly, this one feels like kind of like a lullaby in a way. Like, I know it's got that crazy guitar sound in it, but it's actually still really quite relaxing. Like I'm actually feeling a bit sleepy when I'm listening to this one. And a little bit odd. Like I liked that song, by the way. It actually made me very sleepy. I was like, gosh, I could literally fall asleep to this. I'm quite tired anyway. Also, I've got like bright light from my window blasting into my face, and it always makes me tired. Yeah, I tried shutting the blind, but it looks better with it open. But God, that honestly, I felt like, honestly, like so tired after that one. Not even joking. Like, how? How did that happen? Might have to get a coffee, honestly. Adam? I don't know why, it always hits me at like this time of the day. And every time I do a video around this time of the day, I get like this. And I'm like, why do I do it then? I'm going to have to though, because my daughter's at school at this time. So yeah, but it's like nap time. But no, that song, like it was not in a bad way, by the way. It's not because any of it's boring. I'm literally loving this experience so much. I'm just like super tired. And that one actually was like so relaxing. I was like, ooh, singing me to sleep, honestly. It was like, do you know what I mean though? It had like a kind of like lullaby feeling, and almost it's like a very beautiful, like traditional sounding song in a way, not quite, but it felt like an older song. But the piano, like I could see the piano in a room of, I could see her. Well, I don't know exactly what she looks like, but I could see a girl with little like black buns, like little ones, and like little blue frilled like scrunchies, and just learning the piano. And I could see her almost like she looked about like 13 or 14. This is just the imagery I was getting. And she's playing the piano, but there's a TV on in the background, and it's almost like a home video kind of feeling. There was something that was weirdly comforting and family like to it. Maybe the sampled voice in there, it sounded like a, I don't know, maybe the actual song is kind of about something awful and I'm getting all this like imagery. I don't know, maybe I'll have a little look for a second. Okay, I think I've got the lyrics here actually.
My mood is cleared up, my body too can still be free. The goodness that does and doesn't reflect in my eyes. If the grass seems green on the other side, I'll close my eyes as tightly as I can. The gauze that envelops my skin is a white lie, a sweet trap.
Wow, these lyrics are honestly very beautifully poetic.
If you yourself betray me, it'll only make me more relieved.
I'm just getting my coffee. I can hear the dawn. Yeah, if you yourself betray me, it'll only make me more relieved. I like that. It's almost like that little bit. I'm not going to go into it fully. I just want to have a little look. But if you betray me, I'll be relieved. And it's almost like saying like, oh, then like, we can let go of this situation because it's an easy escape, or like means I won't betray you if you do it first. Something about it just I like.
I'm an adult, so permit me some singing and laughter until I can breathe. I'd like for this same fragrant wind to keep blowing until I can't take it anymore. With the preciousness we can and can't obtain in mind, let's go out into the rain according to our secret map.
God, this is so cryptic, isn't it? It hasn't got any meanings here. It's just telling you the lyrics.
Our backs will be soaked by red doubts, strict punishments. Let's say this fleeting world is full of unbearable tragedies. We're adults, so just for today, permit us some singing and laughter. I'll defend what I must protect.
Wow, in a way it just sounds like, bad things happen, around the world, to me, to you, but let's just allow some laughter and singing and happiness until I can breathe again. I can deal with all these stresses, these overwhelming things of life and, the world and so on. But just give me a break for a minute just so I can have a little bit of fun, and then I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it, I promise, but just let me have this moment. Sounds a bit like that, really holding on to those little things and like the good moments basically. So that is kind of nice. It did have like I was saying, like a vibe to it that felt comforting and family oriented, and like maybe it's not so much about that, but at the same time like it's got like a nice feeling like that in a way. So it does make sense. Right, anyway, I'm gonna have a bit of this coffee. I promise you, I can literally promise you, as authentic as I'm ever trying to be right now, like I promise you I'm not yawning because I don't like this or I'm bored. I swear I'm not. And I wouldn't keep this in if it was. I'm just like really tired, like out of nowhere. Let's get back to it. That was cool. The next song is called Rush Job. Yes. And it said like Yatsuki Shigoto. Yatsuki Shigoto. Yatsuti shigoto. Ta-da! Pile of shit. I cannot do this. Alright, anyway, let's go for it. That is now like a TV show. That's like in the news. Changing the channel, like football. She said it then. She went, Yatsuki shigoto. Oh, got the Hoover on. Okay, now this really is like being at home or something with the TV on, getting a Hoover on. I don't know. This is kind of interesting. Also, I've mentioned before, but if this is like a recording of real life events, then that's called a field recording. Just recording your environment or whatever sound that is outside of the studio. I love that. I love the vocal here, by the way. It sounds slightly doubled. Wow, I like that. It's got like a really interesting sound to it, but like the sound for me has beautiful dynamic between the instruments, however feels very like solid together. It's like very intact with it. Feels like you're at a supermarket with my trolley, getting things off the shelf. I love that. Oh, I love this one. See, I'm feeling a bit more awake now after hearing this. Wow, again, it's got like old movie feelings, it's got supermarket feelings, but it's also got like disco in there. Yeah, it's good, it's good. I can really, again, feel it, see it, be it. So satisfying. It's literally the word for it, is satisfying. And that's what I've been saying about certain sounds recently, is like it's satisfying. Some people find popping spots satisfying, okay? It's like that kind of vibe. I mean, I don't like it personally. I don't care if you do, but don't come near mine. But you know, like plucking hairs, you know, something that's satisfying, like, oof, that just looks satisfying. Like this sound feels that way. It has that like, that satisfying feeling. It just feels correct. It feels right. It's meant to be like this. Like it's all designed in perfect textures. I can see so much beautiful colours, a lot of purpley blues here, and you know, all those little bits, little yellow, like golden, like spurts of colour. And this is the perfect mix of being in like a 70s disco, and it's like purple and blue, mixed with like a 60s supermarket, and it's all like yellow and like orange. I love this. You know, it's got a bit of Disney in there as well. It definitely does, like a bit of Bambi or something. A bit of Liberace going on, Renaissance feelings. Beautiful. This is really something. Right, I'm going to have to pause it again before I have a sip of this, because I can't when I'm listening. I can't. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I feel like I'm a conductor sometimes when I hear stuff like this, and my hands are all over the place. It's a bit, you know, I feel like I'm moving the music, but I'm not moving it, but I feel like I'm following it, and and like my hands are going with it. I don't know, I end up looking like a big conductor or something. That sounds so good. Oh, that ending. So abrupt. I liked that though, the piano and like, what is it, like a mellotron or something? Like some sort of old vintage piano organy thing. What are they called? Harpsichord? Right, this is not a thing for now. This is something that I will look into when I'm editing. Song number 7 is called Stemkooky. Let's go for it. Haunting. Grungy. I really like her voice in this register. Like there's like a velvety kind of clarity to it that is really just down, 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 down. That classical feeling again. Nice little break. So different again, you know, this one has that real like super spooky. It feels like a horror movie. It really truly does. And but I can see like dark alleys as well. Her voice feels like a deep like maroon kind of, not maroon, like a prune, deep plum. I could not think of the word, but it's deep plum sound here. And like that doom 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 doom, you know, it's very dark. Like the colours are very dark in this one, I have to say. The textures are a lot more there's like globular bits, there's like little white like dun 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 dun, like the piano is white. However, it goes into that like and it feels like a wedding and a funeral at the same time. I can't lie, it does. Yeah. The music seems like there's something going on, like she's walking and she's going to tell someone something like very epic. You know, she's going to say like, I'm leaving you, or she's going to say something like, I have proof. Yeah, something really dramatic's about to happen. Also, the reason I've been talking about like colours and stuff a lot more is people have been saying to me to go into that stuff a little bit more than I do. I sometimes like don't talk about it as much because I feel like it might get old or boring, or it might not be interesting, it might not make sense or whatever. But I've seen a few people just be like, go for it. And I know this is a patron request, so you might be going, I really didn't want you to do that, but you know, this is me testing it out, I suppose. You can let me know if you like it. And you know, to the patron who requested this, you're a very lovely person, so I'm sure you'll be into it. You're a very creative person who likes very creative music, so yeah. But no, this is very interesting. I feel like there is like somewhat of a storyline here. I liked that. Was that like a little key change there? I can't quite tell, but it did definitely go up a little bit. I kind of am interested in what the lyrics are on this. Obviously, I might be getting it completely wrong again, but this is what it's come up.
There's a door here, but it will not break. There's a stone there, but it won't remain. Up there a heaven now, but it will not wait. And the lies there, the scent of it, just too much.
so poetic and cryptic. It's really difficult to like completely understand what's going on.
So should you sow it once and make it grow, the sweet clematis.
Must be a type of flower?
Let it flower and paint it all of the colours bold. Instantly things fall and fade, return to silence. Why, oh why does it all feel so sorrowful? Dreams of what is real.
God, it's so beautiful. Like the words are actually insanely like stunning, honestly. So already it sounds like things are temporary in a way. Things fade, they fall, return to what they are. Why does it all feel so sorrowful? Dreams of what is real. Up there is heaven now, but it won't wait. Yeah.
There's a breath here, but it will not break. There's a face there, but it won't remain. Up there, a heaven now, but it knows no name. And the stain is the colour of red through red.
Oh gosh.
And thus you cannot cry, confuse the lies. Try to remember when you rise. You take your steps with a strong desire. Time goes by, a breath it comes, like something given. Why, oh why are these nightmares not long expired? The real is but a dream.
Gosh, this is deep as hell. Is this some sort of memory, trauma, bad dream, but the dream is real? Or the real is dreamlike? Who knows? Okay.
From now on, should it grow and open full, the sweet clematis, flower bold, but there's no need for rejoicing more. Precious life, this life, just once. It comes just one time. Keep it close, keep it from ever just leaving you.
Ooh, so a bit of a YOLO moment. You only live once. You know, it's a moment of every moment is precious sort of feeling.
Crying tears, confusing fears, they are no longer. When I stand, I know I'll never be down again. Nothing that I need now. Once it comes just one time, somehow, someone.
Wow, okay. It's like, sounds like the death of something, and just being happy and living in the moment. There is one general comment here of a person saying,
I think this song's about investing time and effort into nurturing something to fruition and seeing it grow into something wonderful. Time passes by constantly. I love the shift in tone and then the line, when I stand, I'll know I'll never be down again, emphasising the determined nature of the changed person.
Yeah, honestly, it's got a Bjork feeling to it again, like the lyrics in a way, like the cryptic but metaphoric, artistic, creative nature of them. That's so beautiful and very wrapped around something like flowers or fruits and colours and, you know, time and life and so on. Wow, very, very amazing, very much nurturing. Yeah, I like that, bringing something to fruition and not letting it go, or when it does go, accepting. I don't know, right? But I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, by the way, I'm not all sleepy anymore. I feel a lot better. Anyway, I just had to get over that hump. It just happens to me sometimes, honestly. Okay, next song is called Needless Worry. I like that. I don't know what she did. But anyway, it was very bluesy, bit R&B, a bit, I feel like that disco feeling coming again. It's soulful. Come on then. Nice. We got the little friends again. They're not having an argument this time. They're having a conversation. They're having a back and forth. They are really into each other, having a nice conversation. The instruments, that is, by the way, on either side of my ears. Bit like the little call and response on each side. It's a very jazzy thing, by the way, that sort of thing. That used to happen a lot in, you know, old jazz, where they'd be like, the singer would be like, yabba dabba dee ba doo die. Then the guitar would do the exact same thing, and then they would do something back, yabba dabba da da, and then the guitar, You know, they would mimic each other, and it was like they're talking to each other, mirroring each other. Also that like that kind of bassy sound, like gritty synthy sound. It sounds so good as well. This is really hitting the spot. No, what'd she do? Oh, that vocal, it's a bit different to the rest of them. The rest of them are a bit more like that kind of sweet sound that we're like, I don't know. Just that wasn't mine. You know, like you know, it's got like sweeter sound, whereas this one's got like a real sassy sound to it. Beautiful. Love it. Oh, that's so funny. I like that. That's like a kind of, it's like almost comical, that one. But that sound reminds me of Fiona Apple Fetch the Bolt Cutters, is it called? Or Fast as you can, fast as you can. Well, I don't know it very well because I need to react to Fiona Apple actually. But it's got dum dab dum dum boom dab dum 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 dum. Like she has a song that does that basically, and it sounds similar. No, ooh, she's getting soulful up here. Let me go back. I bet she had fun doing this. Boom, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Very cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. That was quite a short little song compared to some of them on here, but it was one of the ones that I actually enjoyed quite a lot. Really did. It had a vibe that I was into. Okay. Song number 8 is called As You Wish. Oh, I didn't try and do the needless, very Japanese pronunciation. I can't even say that in English. Pronunciation. There you go. And that was said like Torikoshi Kuro. Torikoshi Kuro. Okay, As You Wish is Okonomide. 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 I try and like add different types of accents onto it, and it ends up just sounding like The Sims, honestly, like The Sims. Okay, As You Wish. Here we go. This one has a familiar sound to it, you know, a bit of a gypsy kind of vibe in there. Very good, very jazzy in that sense, but like got a little bit of like a fortune teller's like little tent. Do you know what I mean? Like, come in, look into my crystal ball. It's got that sort of feel to it. I need a fan to be like. I love that. Oh my god, the melodies. It's hard to pause it when I'm like, oh, I'm just so wrapped in those melodies. Ooh, ooh, the jazz that comes through on this. It's
gorgeous. Yes.
So good. Oh, the way it all cleans up. After hearing it, it sounds like an old TV again, like an old movie was playing almost, you know? And then it goes, you know, and it's also, there's so much clarity to it. Love it. I could see all these songs in like a movie, all of them in like some sort of musical. I could see them all done in it, and maybe not every single one, but ones like this, definitely, I could really see it. Yes. Vocal there as well, like, because she sounded like an instrument. That is her. Ooh. Her vocal here. So it's like a baby voice. Literally, it's just so nasally. It's so up high in a nasal palate that it literally is like, yeah. It's crazy. It's really difficult, but it is something that, like, you know, a lot of Japanese singers like have that range of their voice that is got that like higher sort of tone to it, that little nasally, trebly, squeakier sound. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Honestly, giving me a little bit of Surf Delisa here. Just a little bit, for sure. Also, you know, throughout the song as well, it was definitely giving me a little bit of Girl with One Eye, Florence and the Machine too. I love that bit. You know, oh, I like that. Ooh. 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 Wow, that's nice, little ending. Really liked that one. So many I really like. It's really difficult to choose which one's my favourite at this point. You know, I thought I had it like, yeah, that was my favourite, like around the start, like, you know, on the third song. But now I'm just confused. There's a lot of good ones. There really is. But anyway, we're not finished yet, so let's keep going. Song number 9. This song is called Consciousness, Ishiki. Like a didgeridoo. That sounds like a breathing machine. Ooh. It's like some very bizarre trip, if you know what I'm talking about. It's like someone's tripping, definitely. Words, it's speeding up a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. Clears up. That didgeridoo is something else. Ooh. That is really nice. Ooh, I love that. I love how it goes from like this, it's like a big release, you know. It's got like these like, you know, these like little interesting sounds, and as it gets into that like chorus sort of thing, it kind of releases a little bit, and you feel like, whoa, yeah, go for it. But that surfer feel as well, that again. is a key change, but the key change with all this chaos, it almost seems like there's nothing dramatic about it. It slips by you. Oh my god. So subtle. And it moves so fluidly. I don't know what she said at all, but I liked it. I liked that little ending. Again, another cool song. That reminded me of the third one. Song 10, Poltergeist. Ooh, I wonder what that's going to be like then. Is it going to be spooky again? Is it going to have a spooky sound to it again? Poltergeist. Yes, let's go for it. Lots of field recordings, little samples. Sounds like a car alarm, maybe? Sounds like a train. Very circusy. Sounds like a music box. Oh my god, that's so creepy. Also makes me think of like an ice cream van, like the sound that an ice cream van makes, but it's all been like twisted and manipulated too. It's interesting, like the scale, like, you know, like you know, it's like major, but it sounds like there's something a little bit off about it as well, you know, so using something that's a little bit off. I don't know. That is such an ice cream truck sound. See, that sounds quite pleasant. I feel like it's shifted a little bit now. Like this bit doesn't seem creepy at all. It went from having slightly creepier sounds, but now this bit like sounds quite nice actually. Yeah, it has changed up a bit though, definitely. Ooh, it ends like that. Dun, 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 like an actual circus. Ooh, that's cool. I kind of want to look into the lyrics for this one because the way it kind of changed from the start to the end in very subtle ways, but it felt like it lightened up and got less scary. It's like almost like there was some sort of like, what do you call it? When someone comes over and blesses the house and gets rid of the ghosts. What are they called? Okay, I think this might be the words.
You spoke out to me, come see me more often. I think of you fondly. I was so moved. I became preoccupied with the shape of your bangs.
So like fringe?
And left my house without a key. That's why I suppressed the feeling so strong it could pass over all to get to you. Lovely one.
Lovely one. Very creepy.
Today, I'll go by train.
And we did hear train at the start, didn't we?
When I had switched trains once, I began to notice that I was losing to the growing excitement in my heart.
So she's excited to see someone. Okay.
You spoke out to me. Truth is the beginning and the end. As I recall those words, I think how I'd like to live wisely the way you do. Walking at a brisk pace, I made a hard, serious face.
Sounds a bit childlike, you know. Who is this person she wants to impress so much, you know? And that, like, she looks up to so much in a way, and their quotes and stuff. She said she would like to live wisely the way they do.
To make you laugh, I've decided to smile. Working to get my smile right at your door. Even if this room isn't really here, and the many glowing shapes I saw.
Ooh, ghostly that.
Where tricks played on my eyes, I won't be afraid.
So maybe it is about, like, ghosts and stuff.
You laugh before I do, giving me a ghostly vision.
Oh, so it sounds like she is talking about a ghost, like, that she's seen.
Tell me, of all people, even as the vision I desire so much I'm losing myself, slowly but surely is fading away, to me it remains beautiful. I'll sing of it only to you.
I don't know. Interesting. So I'm not entirely sure what it's about. It's definitely like a storytelling type of song. I like it though. Okay, last song now. And that song is called Funeral. How weird that earlier I was saying something as well, actually. I was saying something like about it feeling like a wedding and a funeral mixed together, or like something to do with a funeral. And then there's this song that's actually called Funeral. Okay, so let's go for it. Funeral. Seretsu. I feel like I'm in a sheesh lounge. I'm trying to think where this music, like where this musical genre is like actually based. It's like is it Arabian? Is it Indian? I said Middle Eastern, but how do I really know? You know, is there like a specific origin where this is from? I'm getting like, you know, Moroccan vibes or something. There's something about it, but I don't know the real word for it. It's a bit bohemian though. Bohemian, absolutely. I like it. I like her vocal here too. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Okay. Her voice. That's beautiful. This is the end. My only friend. Reminds me of The Doors. Ooh, that drum getting louder and louder. Oh, I love that chaos. Oh my god! I love this one. This might be a favourite. Oh, the chaos is just right. The chaos is just right and it fits in just right with each other. It's off, but it's not too, there's nothing too off about it. It actually feels like it connects very well, and like the textures in it, oh my goodness. I love that, and that bit of distortion, that distortion moment, you could feel it rising up to that drum was getting louder, then it's like, oh my god, it's like, oh, it's just huge, it's epic, you know? That piano, like, oh, there's a tonal kind of note, and a tonal is like a scale that's not even really a scale, it's just a collection of like notes that kind of sound a bit odd together. They used a lot in like horror movie music. It's like, even in for all the chaos, there are moments of true beauty. La, da, 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 da. Those little transcendent moments. Oh, yeah, something about that. Beautiful. Ooh, got the organ now. That's the funeral feeling. Honestly, it's slightly terrifying, but I love it. It reminds me, like, my dad, my real dad, was playing like old creepy church music like when I was a kid. Like, he wasn't religious, he was a very strange man, but it sounded a bit like, you know, the organ bit on here, like that kind of chaos. I remember being a kid and crying my eyes out because I was so scared of it, and he was like he was honestly an evil person, but so it was kind of reminding me of that. But now I'm like listening to it in this collection of this voice and other sounds in it, that I'm kind of like, actually I get this in this context, using those like dark sounds with all these other sounds, like it makes sense and I'm kind of loving it. This might be my favourite song, quite honestly. Yeah, sorry about that weird little story about my father, but but yeah, it reminded me of it for a minute and I started to get like a real like chill, but it wasn't like a bad thing, you know. I was just like, whoa, that's a bit of a weird nostalgic moment, but wrapped in something kind of epic and glorious and fun and exciting and chaotic in this song, you know? Wow. That's extremely crazy. That ending, and I could actually hear a slight bit of vocal, like da 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 da. I could hear it. I could hear something slightly in there. It felt like a cluster of lots of songs. It felt like they've put every song and just clustered it together. But that ending was kind of terrifying. You know, the ending bit really did terrify me a little bit. Yeah, gave me a little bit of like, oh, I hope my funeral's not like that. I hope my death isn't like that. I mean, I'm probably going to hell, so it might be a bit like that. But no, that was kind of intense actually, but I really liked it as well. The way it starts though, to how it ends. Two very different songs. I love that about it though. I love the start bit. I like the bohemian kind of feel to it. I've always loved that sound. It always, oh, it just feels right. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this reaction. I was literally, well, happy to do something like this. This is like really exciting and different, unique. You know, I feel quite accustomed to the unique sound, of course, but this was definitely probably one of the most unique things I've listened to on YouTube so far, definitely. And I loved it though. I you know, the ones that I like, super eclectic and different sounds and stuff, give me so much to focus on. I feel like I'm in like a strange, like different wonderland for a little bit. I loved so many of the songs. I can't choose now. I loved Camouflage though. Loved that one. Please Take Care. I got really tired, didn't I, in that one? It was beautiful. Didn't love it, but it made me so sleepy. Stem, I really liked. I think that one was quite short, wasn't it? Needless Worry was a shorter one, but I really liked that one. I think I liked Stem as well. I can't remember. Poltergeist was really spooky. Consciousness was really cool. Funeral was insane. I actually genuinely really liked Religion though. Religion was like a really good one, like to start off with. I can't wait to go back to Religion actually and listen to that one again. And because when I think back to Religion, I'm like, oh, there was so much that was so like, you know, done well about that song. Like it was really done well. Doppelganger was a little bit odd, wasn't it? That one I was a bit like, I liked it, but I think it was a bit too silly. You know, like I think it was cool, but maybe a bit too much. Not one I'd stick on, you know, whilst doing the dishes or something. No. I liked, there's a lot of them. Rush Job was good. Oh my God, there was just a lot was so good. But anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed my reaction. And if you are not a patron and I put this on YouTube, if I do put this on YouTube, then this is what I'm going to say. If you'd like to become a patron, then please do. And then you can get requests or other little bits, early access, just to support me, or cut videos, unedited things, you know, being able to see blocked videos in their actual form. Yeah, all of that sort of stuff. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I shall follow you back. Anyway, hope you have a lovely day, and yeah, see you soon. Bye!